Modernism is, in its very simplest definition, change. As Ezra Pound said when describing literary modernism, make it new. However, also taking from the past, from past traditions and trends, in order to make them new and to bring about changes, is essential to modernism. The Seashell and the Clergyman is undeniably modernist, as the film visually resembles previous expressionist art and cinema, but uses this visual style to create something avant-garde and different. Like other avant-garde films of the time, it takes technical and aesthetic inspiration from the past and makes it into a style modernist in its unique approach. With this opening scene of the film, it's immediately clear that it's visually very expressionist. The mise-en-scène of the long hallway and castle-like setting, the dominant darkness and low-key shadowy lighting, and the ominously slow movement of the camera are all expressionist tropes, first seen in cinema almost a decade earlier in German expressionist films. Shown here with the panning up and down at the beginning and the scene ending with no payoff are the early signs that the film is something beyond the more straightforward narratives of these films that it takes from. This following scene, in which we meet the titular clergyman, is another example of the surreal tone and how it makes the film work. The film's lack of sensical narrative or storyline is made clear in this scene, as what the character is doing clearly makes no sense. The lingering close-up of the glass shattering is a grotesque, nightmarish image that, despite being nonsensical, stays with you. The character's bizarrely repeated actions are emphasised as strange mist engulfs the image, maximising the ominous, eerie and evocative feeling that the grotesque nature of the scene delivers. As Marshall Berman states in his book on modernism, going back can be a way to go forward. Now, whilst the same expressionist traits are again present here, the bizarre but extremely effective and purposeful nature of this scene alone is avant-garde, new, and modernist in its originality. The acting throughout the film, best showcased in this scene, is also surreal and strange. It is similar but perhaps more fluid and unhinged than that of its expressionist inspirations. The film yet again uses uncomfortable, lingering close-ups of grotesque and surreal images to create a lasting impression and a memorable experience, with this acting style adding a further surreal edge. Effects such as this one go alongside the acting to create a dreamlike atmosphere that emphasises the film's subconscious, nightmare feeling. To conclude, each of these scenes form a good example of the modernist nature of the film as a whole. Whilst inspiration is taken from the expressionist art movement that came before it, the film combines it with surreal absurdity to create an evocative, avant-garde art piece that is new in its insanity and therefore modernist.